Hey guys, I wanted to do a short little video today about something I have been kind of mulling over in my head. The reason why we eat. And this seems like such a simple concept, but if you are a disordered eater or a long-term dieter or a yo-yoer, this can become problematic. Why do we eat? And how do normal people eat? And why am I different? And why can't I eat what I want when I want and still maintain a specific weight level? So I started thinking about this, and I created a kind of a little graphic in one of my, can you guys see all that? In one of my books, where I kind of write down ideas that I have. And because it just got me thinking about the fact that, yes, we eat when we're hungry. Or at least that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to get hungry and then we're supposed to eat. And my personal opinion is that someone who eats normally can easily tune into the hunger cues in their body. They're able to realize that they're moderately hungry and go and eat something until they're moderately full. Whereas someone who is a disordered eater, or someone who's been dieting for a very long time, has lost the ability to connect with their bodies to the point where they're understanding what moderately hungry is. And instead, when they start to feel over the top hungry, starving hungry, that's when they start to go, oh gosh, maybe I should eat. So hunger for them is not always the best cue. And I believe that we have to start to tune into that cue even more. But before we can do that, or because that's not kind of a switch on, switch off kind of a thing, we have to start to understand ourselves, our bodies, our history, and take time to really understand what our bodies need from us. So some of the other things that can cause us to eat include emotional eating, which is something I think a lot of people do. You have something major happen in your life. A divorce, a wedding, being let go from a job, quitting your job, anything where you've had a fight with a significant other or a fight with another family member, anything that causes some disruption in your life can cause you to eat. That's emotional eating. And I think that plays a big impact in a lot of people's lives as well. I also think that things like societal expectations, if you go to a family dinner, you're expected to eat. And that can cause some pressures for you to eat. If you are someone who's not attuned to your body's cues, sometimes it can be easy to just eat because of that societal expectation, not because you actually want to. And so that means you even eat more than you were planning on eating, and you get so full that you're almost in pain. I think things like boredom and stress and numbing out, I pull those out of emotional eating because I feel like those emotions are not exactly emotions. You can't feel stress. Your body is put into stressful situations, and there is a whole hormonal reaction that goes along with that. I think boredom is also not an emotion per se, but we can eat when we're bored because what else are you going to do if you don't have a whole slew of activities for you to be able to do? And if you're trying to numb out, it's very easy for you to eat. I use this one a lot. Instead of feeling the hunger, the sadness, the frustration, the anger, and if I ate because I was feeling those things, that would be emotional eating. But if I'm eating to push those things down so I don't have to feel them, which means they will come up again and again and again, then I am numbing out those emotions. And I think that's a different reason to be eating. I think sometimes we eat for habit. If you are a long-term dieter like I am, you learn to eat when the diet tells you to eat. So it's just habitual for you to eat every few hours. So those are some of the reasons why I think we eat. I think there are so many other psychological reasons why we eat. And I don't believe that someone should just kind of take these things and go, okay, this is why I'm eating. I think you need to get to the bottom of why you're eating. So when you go to sit down and have something to eat, ask yourself if you're hungry. Are you hungry? If you're hungry, great, eat. But try to stay in contact with yourself while you're eating. If you're eating because you're sitting in a family meal and you go, I'm actually not that hungry. I am eating because everybody else around me is eating. That's not a bad thing. Bringing some awareness to the act of eating is what's important. If you're eating because it's an emotional issue, your emotions are coming up and you're eating in order to soothe yourself, when you bring some awareness to that activity, A, you're probably not going to eat as much, and B, you're actually going to feel those emotions, which means that they're not still there with you, waiting to be brought up again and waiting for you to eat them out again. So I hope this just little video helps a little bit with bringing some awareness to why you're eating. And hopefully you can take that and apply it not to this big overarching, why are we eating? Oh, it has to do with emotional eating, but your specific circumstance, exactly what emotion you're trying to feel by eating. I hope that helps.